Hi guys, welcome to another video. Sorry, we're losing light here. This deck is the Voyager Tarot. This is one that I wanted for quite some time. My husband bought it me for Christmas, which was very lovely of him. I'm not entirely sure why I'd never got around to buying it myself, but maybe that's the reason. So it was gifted, so I'm very pleased with it. This is the little book that comes with it. My box is only quite a small box. And I spent most of Christmas Day and Boxing Day reading this little book. I haven't read all of it, but I did spend most of the time reading it and it's fabulous. I think it's full of information, stuff that you wouldn't normally see. This is the majors in the book, and then this is the minors. So again, you're getting more information on the majors than you are the minors. I'm going to apologise now because there's going to be a lot of noise. In a bit. I'd pause it, but I don't think this has a pause button, it just has a stop button, which is very annoying, so just bear with. But yeah, so she says, yeah, the little book is awesome. It's also got some sections that you can fill in, work through a couple of exercises. For such a little book, it's given me such let me see if I can swing myself around a little bit. It's given me so much information, more than I expected from a little book, so I'm very, very happy with it. Again, I think there's quite a lot of reviews of the Voyager on YouTube, so I'm not going to flog a dead horse of it, as it were. Do you know, I can't even get my teeth in today, it's terrible. But I will give you an overview of some of the cards. Obviously, for me, it was always going to be a deck for me. Well, I say always, because it's digital collage. Not all digital collage decks are for me. I have a couple that I'm like, I've seen a few and I'm like, but that's the joy. I was having this conversation with someone this morning. That's the joy of there being so many decks out there. Whether you like fine art, whether you like photos, whether you like drawings, digital, there's something for everyone and every taste. I was sent a link this morning for a deck and you couldn't fault it. It was stunning. The artwork, so much detail had gone into this deck, and I could see that, but it didn't appeal to me at all. It was beautiful and I could see that it was beautiful. It's of no interest to me. So anyway, enough about me and my morning. Hefty is how I would describe the Voyager. Hefty. Look at the size of them. Okay, I'm not talking about necessarily like the size of them. This is DNA on the back, by the way. This is such a fabulous deck for comparison. So it's smaller than the Isis Oracle, but I think it's because there is so, I don't know, it's just hefty, isn't it hefty? Let's do another comparison. I'll do a comparison with this tarot deck. This is my first ever tarot deck, so it's got its own little storage box and everything. I may have to shout down in a minute, so I apologise for that. Okay, so all have the same amount of cards. Are you ready? Right? Voyager. Same amount of cards. Look at that. You see the difference? It is amazing. I mean, obviously you don't watch videos necessarily to see size comparisons, but it's just so small. Big sandwich, little sandwich, you know? Whereas, you know, this one you can get a nice, easy, good shuffle with. Obviously the Voyager is easy enough to shuffle once you get a good hand on it. Sorry, I can't just leave it, I'm going to have to put it back. Oh, lost the card I had on the top. Bugger, why did I shuffle them? Anyway, pop them back in their little casing. Ah, they're cute. Anyway, farsing around. So yeah, shuffling, it's not too, hang on. It's not too bad. But I split them and then shuffle. So, excuse me, runny nose, wobbly table. Can't quite catch my breath. So yes, let's have a look. So, this is the sun. Again, it's a glossy card, so, you know, we're not going to get great views. And this has got a lot of detail in it, so I do apologise, you're not going to get too much detail in this video. And the... Oh my god, I'm so sorry. The minor cards have been changed slightly, so you've got 8 of Worlds here, and you've also got the word change above it. Sometimes the words annoy me, sometimes they don't. I think it depends what mood I'm in. Especially if I'm getting a different message from the card. If I look at it and I see something completely different, it's hard for me to say, well, da 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 da. And it's like, oh, but change, where does change come into it? You know? But that's just something... for me, really, you know, sometimes I find it annoying, sometimes I don't. Sometimes it's a great jumping off point. Sometimes it's just not. But it's just, it's so kitschy as well, you know. And this one here, I'll show you in a second. You've got an ice cream sundae, sweeties, a pie behind an apple, oranges that look like they're surrounded by oysters. And it's reward, so you know, it's not a bad shout. And then this is, I love all the court cards in this deck. Absolutely, I should have had them all like ready and lined up to show you, but I'll just give you a view as they come along. So this is Sage of Cups, which is Regenerator. Again, I'm sorry that the actual images aren't great being shown on my computer. Hopefully you get an idea. Then you've got the Child of Cups here, so this is Feeler, which I think is hilarious. Woman of Cups, Rejoicer, because women like to rejoice with water over their faces. That one annoys me a little bit. The Emperor. Ace of Crystals is next. I think it's fabulous. I think this is one of the reasons I was drawn to this deck, was because of the crystals. Ace of Crystals is gorgeous. 2 of Crystals. Let me just see if I can find someone else. Crystals. So here's a wand. This is 8 of Wands, which is harmony. Got a violin there, you know, for the harmonies. And hold on. That's it, isn't it? Yes. Anyway, what else can I show you? Ooh, time space. I love time space. Oh, bloody hell. So this is time space. The Empress. And in the book it was fabulous, because fabulous is my word. Fabulous, fantastic, wonderful, all that jazz. Because it mentions in one of the cards, I can't remember the card now, how it's got a snake in it, and the snake to different cultures and to different people mean different things. I think they said in Hindu it's a sign of wisdom. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry, but it's just to give you an idea. And obviously in Christianity it's more known as evil. So, this is death. It's a death mask, I believe. Let me check. I don't want to give you completely false information, you know what I mean? Bear with. Death, death, death. Yes, it's a New Guinea spirit mask. So yeah, it's not going to be for everyone. There's no denying it, but I think this deck's worth it for the little book alone. It is just amazing. And some of the artwork is just breathtaking. Some of it, okay, I'm not going to lie, I don't like it. I'm just like, oh, that's a bit... But it kind of blends the old and the new. You know, you've got your mystical, because that death card was definitely very mystical. And then you've got the one like Rewards, where it's got an ice cream sundae in it, you know. Going back in time, you imagine that, going to a tarot reader and they're like, oh, this is Rewards, and then what the hell's that? This is an ice cream sundae. I don't know what that is, you know? And I just kind of channeled my inner Eddie Izzard, so I apologise. But yeah, creativity, 3 of Crystals. I am very, very happy with this deck. I'm looking forward to using this deck. as I am with all of my decks that I get. Full child. So yeah. I don't know, there's something about it that I just needed it. And we did an interview, and it seems like it's going to be a good match, so I'm really happy with it. The cards themselves are a fantastic quality, they're a little shiny, but these days I seem to be collecting bloody shiny decks. The only thing is, and I'm not sending it back to the publisher or getting my husband to replace it with a new one, because that's just not really what I'm interested in, but Courage, which was on the 7 of Wands, it's missing, you can just about see, the top is white, there's a white line, so the blueprinting didn't quite make it to the top, or it wasn't trimmed properly when it came out of the factory, because it's on the front as well. So that's a little annoying, so I know what card that is. But other than that, I'd say it's damn well perfect, and I am very pleased. Anyway guys, I'm going to shoot, because like I said, I've got more videos to do, but Voyager Tarot, get it. I love to enable people, so like I said, it's not going to be for everyone, but... And it's funny, I'm flicking through to try and show you some different cards, and I just keep pulling open the same cards. But before I go, I leave you with art. It's fabulous. I think I've got a few decks now with art in them, so I leave it there. But thank you for watching, and more to come.